the requests from our customers differ from which customer we are talking about, because when we talk to a contractor, he has a set of requests. When we talk to an end user, he has a different perspective to the whole thing. And when we are talking to the electrical consultants, they come from another completely different perspective. So we'll have to be able to put ourselves in the customer's shoes and try to understand what is the perspective this customer is coming forward with. For a contractor, it is the speed of execution, the timely delivery, and the coordinated installation of the panel at site and the subsequent commissioning, which becomes very, very important to him, apart from the all important cost for the contractor. When it comes to a consultant, he is very clear that his customer should get the best. So he is always looking at, are you following his specifications? Are you aligned with the IEC 61439 requirements? Is your panel board safe, and is it going to be maintenance free and trouble free? Does it understand the scheme and philosophy, what he has specified, which is going to be working for his customer the way it should be working? So these are requirements where he would be interested in, apart from the fact that the drawings and the designs should be totally as per his requirement, which clearly specifies what you are going to be doing, and then it's easy for him to come and check whether what you have committed that you are going to be doing you actually did. When you go to the end user, he is again divided into two brackets. One set of end users, they look at the panel as a long-term investment. The other set of end users look at it as part of a complete infrastructure which they are going to sell to somebody else and walk out of the project. So there again you have different ways of looking at the entire electrical installation. The person who is looking at it in the long term, we try to see how we can satisfy his requirement in terms of putting up the main SLD in the electrical panel room, so that not just today, even after 2 years, if somebody walks into the panel room, he is able to understand how the electricals are going to be working for that installation, what is the way the power flows, and what are the ways the power will have to be managed, particularly when you have 2 sources or 3 sources of power coming into the panel. So we also in such cases undertake to train the people who are going to be managing these panel boards at the customer site, and that is a value which the customer really appreciates, and through this we are able to build long-term relationships also with the customer. The customer who looks at it from short term, meaning he sells the electrical panel again to somebody else, and maybe in 2 years he is no longer connected with that project, he would be looking at seeing as to whether the panel is going to be functional and it is going to be accepted by his customer, and yes, takes care of the requirements as specified. So that again is something which we work towards and ensure that we deliver as per the requirements of that particular person. So there are different customers, our continuous effort and energy goes in the direction of understanding the need, elaborating on that scope of work, and ensuring that you deliver world class.